We work in a very highly regulated, risk-averse environment. Communicating that to vendors, having them understand the challenges that we have and meeting those requirements is something that my team is responsible for. We work with all the business teams to make the most informed decision that they can related to the products and services that they're buying. Just having that conversation, picking up the phone is something that's really important. And I think that is a skill that I have going back to my childhood of building relationships. I'd be like, Mom, can you remind me what type of child I was? And she told me, you're always happy, outgoing, social. So that's not typically something I think would relate to procurement or a tough negotiator as an adult. But I do think it prepared me in a different way for my role because I find common ground, and that's a lot of what I have to do. I went to SUNY Albany and I have my bachelor's in Spanish linguistics. I loved language. I loved learning about different cultures. I went to RPI and worked on my master's degree. And I worked with other students who were also getting a dual master's in engineering and business. So it was a pretty unique program that ultimately directly prepared me for this role, even though I didn't realize it at the time. A lot of those engineering students were working on researching renewable technologies. We also did a study abroad and got to visit like wind farms in Europe. I joined the charitable giving committee as soon as I started at the NYISO. Throughout my entire life, giving back has been something that's really important to me. Up until I started at the NYISO, I was an area representative for Youth for Understanding. That is an organization that brings international students to the United States and students from the United States abroad for a year. The program is really built to build intercultural relationships. I represented students from Germany, Thailand, Brazil, Switzerland, very different backgrounds. I had the experience of studying abroad myself. I spent a semester in Spain and then a summer in Italy and Shanghai, China. Living in another culture is a very cool experience, but it also comes with a lot of challenges. So my role was kind of a mentor to those students when they were here for that year, helping them adjust to their families, adjust to the schools. It made me very inquisitive. I asked a lot of questions, I built relationships. Joining the NYISO was definitely different. I can't tell you how much I've learned in the past 6 years about the energy market, about everything related to it. I had no idea. I started off at the NYISO as a procurement analyst. So I received a phone call from my boss while I was on maternity leave, letting me know that when I came back, I would be coming back as a senior. So that was really very exciting news. And then I was in that role for about 2 years before I was promoted to the manager role. We work on pretty much every contract that the NYISO has. We have a lot of very smart technical people at this organization. My role is to help all of those people come together in the room and be on the same page.